If he is to be freed, everyone is at risk of this spontaneously happening again.
Tonight at 5, a man accused of attacking and assaulting a UW student makes his first appearance in court. We'll take you to the courtroom. Plus, why local parents are having trouble getting their students on and off the school bus. And a doorbell Ring camera captures the moment a school bus crashes into a city bus in Racine County. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. The man accused of what prosecutors call one of the most horrific sexual assaults in recent memory is now being held on $1 million cash bond. Brandon Thompson was formally charged today in the sexual and physical assault of a UW student over the weekend. Armand Rahman is live downtown with more from Thompson's first appearance in court. Armand?
Eric, the officers responding to the attack Sunday morning also called the woman's injured state one of the most horrifying things they've seen. Now we're getting a clearer picture of what those injuries are. Court documents say the attack left the young woman with a grade 2 traumatic brain injury, bleeding of the brain, and on a feeding tube. She is still in the hospital, and officials say when she has woken up, she's been very confused. And according to the criminal complaint, Thompson allegedly admitted to randomly coming across the woman and, quote, seeing red, adding that she, quote, came across a monster. That's why the prosecutors asked for a bail high enough to keep him away from the public.
That fear is now present in everyone's mind, and that's because of the defendant. The spontaneous nature in which he picked a victim, the lack of any motivation for this crime previously with the victim is especially concerning.
Thompson's defense asked for a lighter $10,000 bond, arguing that was high enough for a college graduate with no criminal record. And Thompson's next court date has been set for September 25th. For now, live in downtown Madison, Armand Rahman, News 3 Now.
Armand, thank you. Let's get a look now at your first sworn forecast. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti out on the weather patio. Gary?
It's been cloudy for much of the day today, and that's held temperatures down, but we haven't seen any rain. Let's take a look at visible cloud tracking. You can see those clouds basically staying to the west, or the sunshine staying to the west of us. The eastern edge of the clouds trying to move toward the Mississippi River, but right now, high-resolution radar doesn't show any precipitation underneath those clouds across southern Wisconsin. Low temperatures this morning, a little cooler than the previous night. Here in Madison, we dropped to 58 degrees. Most of southern Wisconsin saw temperatures in the mid to upper 50s. Few places were around 60, but current temperatures are not much above those early morning lows, where they're mainly in the middle 60s. Madison right now, 66, 66 at the Dells, and 68 degrees in Janesville. Here in Dane County, 67 in Middleton, 66 in Sun Prairie, and 67 in Belleville. Look for skies to be variably cloudy this evening. A few breaks in the clouds, but generally cloudy. Temperatures dropping into the lower 60s by late evening. Later on, I'll take a look at a forecast that includes more sunshine. And will it include any rain? Well, we'll see. We'll also check the drought monitor as well.
Gary, thank you. As we approach the end of the first week of school in Madison, parents are telling us they're still having trouble getting their kids on and off the school bus. Our Braden Ross spoke with one grandparent today who says after her family's experience yesterday, her grandson isn't going to be taking the bus to school for quite some time. Braden, what happened here?
Yeah, well, Vanessa Alexander told me she was at the bus stop on time yesterday afternoon, ready to pick up her grandson. But it wasn't until 3 hours later that she finally got to see his smiling face. Vanessa says she waited at his stop without answers for hours. When the bus finally rolled up, she learned that her grandson had fallen asleep on the way home from his second day of kindergarten, and the bus driver didn't notice until hours later.
I said, "Is he on the bus?" And he said, "Yes." "Oh, he's sleeping." When you're at your last stop and you haven't checked the student off, then you know there's somewhere on that bus. Did you get up to go check? He says, "No, that's not what we do."
I reached out to the Madison School District's new bus provider for student to ask about that protocol. Their spokesperson wouldn't speak with me on camera, but told me all buses have an alarm system to prevent drivers from missing sleeping kids. As far as delays, she told me this morning was their best yet, and they're still working to make improvements moving forward. First Student spokesperson also told me one of their biggest issues is staffing, an issue they hope to solve by offering new drivers $24 an hour plus a $3,000 signing bonus.
Braden, thank you. And new at 5, we're sharing new video of a school bus crash in Racine County that left many people injured, all captured on a Ring doorbell camera. Take a look. You can see the school bus coming down the road where it appears to just blow through a stop sign at an intersection. And that's when it's hit by a city bus. The force of that impact knocked the school bus onto its side. Nearly a dozen passengers were hurt. No students were on the school bus, but the 61-year-old driver and his assistant were among those injured. Ramps from both northbound and southbound I-3990 to eastbound US Highway 1218 are now closed due to construction. Those closures are part of the construction of a new interchange with Highway 1218 and County Highway AB. Drivers should instead head west on the Beltline, then exit at US Highway 51, Stoughton Road, before re-entering the Beltline heading east. The ramps are set to remain closed through late October. As incoming college freshmen have now left home for the first time, parents are helping them prepare for the many new challenges they could face. Health experts say many kids who go to college don't know where to go for medical help. Dr. Richard Nye, a primary care provider with SSM Health, says it's important for kids to know if they're sick and when to seek help, but there are things parents can do to set them up for success.
Have your parents help you figure out insurance and what places can accept your insurance. Try to set up with a primary care in your new town where you're going to college. And if worst comes to worst, you can always call your old PCP and see what they think.
Parents should also walk students through their medical history and help them put together a wellness or first aid kit. Military and community leaders gather in Madison today to celebrate the 75th anniversary of the 115th Fighter Wing. That wing has been in service now to the state and nation since back in 1948. It has flawlessly executed 9 combat deployments in just the past 17 years alone. Governor Tony Evers spoke during today's ceremony.
You have made your families, community, and your entire state incredibly proud. So congratulations on 75 years of remarkable service and tremendous success, and best of luck as you embark on your newest mission.
The group also celebrated the new F-35 mission at Truax Field. The wing received its first 3 F-35s in April and will build up to a total of 18 primary aircraft assigned, plus 2 backup aircraft inventory next year. President Biden overseas in India, where he's speaking to world leaders as part of the administration's push to counter China. The meetings come as tensions rise between Beijing and Washington over an important trade route. The president's first stop was in New Delhi for a meeting with world leaders at the G20 summit. He'll then head to Vietnam, a country which has seen trade with the U.S. expand greatly as tensions between the U.S. and China increase.
If you look at the U.S. economy and you look at China's economy, if you look at the U.S.'s alliances and the strength that we have built up in the Indo-Pacific and beyond, we feel very good about the strategic position of the United States.
And the U.S. has stepped up naval patrols in the South China Sea to ensure that commerce ships can pass safely and freely through the region. While China's president will not be at the G20 summit, President Biden hopes he can have face-to-face talks with the leader sometime soon. Right now, Pennsylvania police are ramping up search efforts in the manhunt for an escaped inmate. Cole Higgins tells us the convicted murderer has been on the run now for a week.
It's been 1 week since convicted murderer Danilo Cavalcante scaled a prison wall and evaded razor wire in a daring escape from Chester County Prison.
It is very important we keep the pressure on him as we continue this hunt.
Yet another possible sighting of Cavalcante, prompting authorities to redirect resources and adjust search efforts.
We're utilizing hundreds of state, local, and federal law enforcement officers, canines, aviation assets, and various types of technology in an effort to keep the community safe and to bring this to as swift of a conclusion as possible.
Cavalcante seen here on surveillance footage from Longwood Gardens Monday with a backpack, duffel bag, and hooded sweatshirt. Hundreds of law enforcement personnel aided by those familiar with the heavily wooded landscape.
I gave a lot of the officers suggestions, like if I was on the loose running through these woods, this is the way I would go.
As efforts continue, the areas around 2 elementary schools previously located inside of the search zone have been searched and cleared, but the community remains on edge.
They encourage everyone to lock their doors, windows, so forth.
Police warning residents to remain vigilant.
Cavalcante is considered extremely dangerous.
I'm Cole Higgins reporting.
The Chester County Prison is offering a reward of up to $20,000 for information that leads to the capture of Cavalcante. Coming up, Gary has a complete look at our forecast. Plus, do you have one of these bike helmets? Why the Consumer Product Safety Commission wants you to stop using them. That story just ahead. And mixed numbers in Thursday trading on Wall Street. The Dow up 57.5. The Nasdaq loses almost 124. S&P 500 down 14. We'll be right back.
Attention homeowners, first we started with 50, now we're looking for 30 homeowners who need a new bath or shower. We want to evaluate our custom bathing solutions for safety and convenience. Call Mad City Baths, Wisconsin's #1 remodeler and trusted local source for American-made baths and showers installed in as little as 1 day. And with our Price Lock Guarantee, we'll guarantee your price for 1 year. Now 30 homeowners will save. Receive free installation of a new bath or shower. 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 24 months. Senior and military discounts, plus call during this program and receive a free $50 Walmart gift card with your in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call with zip code and location to qualify 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
There's nothing better than a great night's sleep on a new Tempur-Pedic mattress from Steinhafels. And right now, save up to $700 on adjustable base sets. Plus, get $300 in Steinhafels cash. Tempur-Pedic queen mattresses start at just $42 per month when you use Steinhafels 72-month financing. Tempur-Pedic mattresses are designed to make aches and pains a thing of the past by relieving pressure points and supporting the body as no other mattress can. Shop in-store or online at steinhafels.com.
We wanted to be able to enjoy all 4 seasons, and patio enclosures helped us make that dream come true.
The one and only patio enclosures.
Here's your parachute.
Certain it's okay? Are you 4imprint certain?
Certainty matters, so congratulate coworkers or say thank you with promotional products from 4imprint.com.
4imprint for certain.
Create the backyard of your dreams and get 11% off all concrete landscaping blocks at Menards. The season's not over. There's still time to build your patio. Holland pavers are a great way to create patios, walkways, and even a driveway. They're lightweight, easy to use, and have a classic style. The simple shape of these pavers open up many possibilities for patterns and designs. Holland pavers are only 49 cents each after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Madison School District families voice more frustration as busing delays continue. Hear from a grandmother who relies on the school's transportation for her students. Plus, how the drought could impact some of your favorite fall activities in a pumpkin patch. That's tonight at 6.
Help us pack the truck to kick off Coats for Kids.
Monday, News 3 Now is collecting kid-size winter coats at Quincy Cleaners on Monona Drive.
Stop by with a coat to keep kids warm this winter.
Pack the truck for Coats for Kids.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
This marks the first week of school for many Madison students, and that coincided today with a visit from the U.S. Secretary of Education, Miguel Cardona. He sat down with our political reporter, Will Keneally, who joins us now in studio. Will?
Well, Eric, just a week ago today, you and I were both out in Verona for a visit from the First Lady Jill Biden. Now, the Education Secretary is the latest Biden administration official to come to Madison for the beginning of the school year. He toured Belfields Memorial High School, meeting with some students and talking about what education looks like, both in Madison here and across the country, and how it can help our American workforce.
This is economic development for your city. This is making sure that the students, when they graduate, they stay here in the state, they don't leave, and that they're contributing in their own community.
Now, this is again part of our exclusive sit-down that we had with the Secretary, where we talked about his takeaways from his stop here in Madison, and also some of the Biden administration's priorities for education across the country. We'll have more from our one-on-one sit-down coming up tonight at 6.
Well, I look forward to it, Will. Thank you. Abortions have increased significantly in states that border those with abortion bans. That's according to a new analysis by the Guttmacher Institute, which suggests widespread travel for abortions. It found that New Mexico and Wyoming had the largest increase in abortions, with more than 3 times as many provided in the first half of 2023 compared to back in 2020. The number of abortions also more than doubled in Kansas and South Carolina in that time. An important bike helmet recall to warn you about. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission is warning consumers to stop using Cycling Cell Zacro adult bike helmets. These helmets can fail to protect riders, posing a risk of head injury. The products were sold online between April of 2022 and July of this year and do not comply with the positional stability, labeling, and certification requirements of mandatory federal safety standards. Attorneys in Hawaii are asking a judge to expand a lawsuit against Hawaiian Electric, the company accused of causing the devastating Lahaina wildfire last month. The group wants the suit to include telecommunications companies such as Charter and the telephone company Hawaiian Telecom, along with private and public landowners who they say allowed highly flammable vegetation on their properties that helped the fire spread. There's still no response from those defendants to the lawsuit in court. Microsoft has revealed how alleged Chinese hackers were able to breach senior U.S. officials' emails earlier this summer. In a statement, the tech giant said it happened after hackers stole sensitive data from a Microsoft engineer that gave them access to cryptographic keys that were later used to break into the email accounts. The statement sheds new light on a cyber espionage campaign that has caused a furor in Washington. Microsoft says it has corrected the issues that led to that breach. Intensifying heat and accelerating Hurricane Lee in the Atlantic are major weather threats to the central, northeastern, and southern U.S. this week. Laura Aguirre shows us what communities are dealing with.
We know how hot it's going to be every summer, so the fact that they aren't really prepared for these kinds of incidents is a little ridiculous.
Many parents across the Northeast are, well, heated this week, sweltering under near-record temperatures in cities like Philadelphia, New York, and D.C. Several school districts closed or adjusted schedules, sending some kids home for virtual learning just as their new school year begins.
It's better to shift them to an environment where we can have the focus again beyond teaching and learning, as opposed to it's hot.
It just really doesn't make any sense to me why they don't have air conditioner.
Some cooling relief could arrive there Friday, but Texas and parts of Arizona could see triple-digit temperatures through the weekend. Floridians are still cleaning up after Hurricane Idalia, the Cat 3 storm that barreled into its northwest coast last month. Eyes are now on Hurricane Lee swirling faster in the Atlantic. Current models have it passing north of the Leeward and Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico, possibly becoming a Category 5, meaning sustained winds over 160 miles per hour by late Friday. Forecasters say it's too soon to tell if or where it could smash into the U.S. mainland. But even if it stays out to sea, areas along the East Coast could experience dangerous surf and rip currents. I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
Let's get a look at our first one forecast. Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Around here, the weather is just quiet and cooler. Three things you need to know in the forecast. It'll also be dry through most of the weekend. Maybe a shower chance Sunday afternoon, but right now it looks like we'll be dry up until then. Showers are a little more likely from Sunday night into Monday, and there's also a chance of showers on Tuesday. Other than that, we're looking at a dry forecast. In fact, it'll be pleasant for the end of next week into the following weekend. High temperatures will be in the lower to middle 70s, but we can use the rain. You can see, even though we had cloud cover today, high-resolution radar not showing any rain across southern Wisconsin. This is over the last 7 days precipitation estimates. There have been some spotty areas. Yesterday, some showers and thunderstorms moved around Janesville. The night before, they were into parts of eastern Iowa and southwestern Wisconsin. But many areas north and west of Madison have seen no rain over the last 7 days. And you can see generous rains up in the northern part of the Midwest, on the other side of Lake Michigan, down into the Chicago area. But this is the area that's high and dry. And no surprise, this is the U.S. Drought Monitor that was released today. The area southeast of La Crosse and northwest of Madison, exceptional drought, the highest level. And you can see extreme drought conditions, mainly between Madison and La Crosse. Whereas notice, on the other side of Lake Michigan, no drought conditions at all. So it just depends, on where those rains have been, and they have not been falling over our part of the Midwest. In fact, the exceptional drought conditions are found in parts of western Wisconsin, Nebraska, into Kansas, and then down into Texas and Louisiana. But this area could make up on that a lot sooner if they get a tropical weather system that develops in the Gulf of Mexico. Nothing is imminent, but this is the time of year where they can make up on that rain. This part of the Midwest, we're very unlikely to see any kind of tropical moisture make it this far northward. But Hurricane Lee is followed by Tropical Storm Margot in the Atlantic Ocean. Lee right now, maximum sustained winds 130 miles an hour. Gusts now approaching 160 miles per hour. Take a look at the forecast from the National Hurricane Center. It now makes it into a Category 5 hurricane with sustained winds of 165 miles per hour, gusts to 200 miles per hour. This is like a almost like an EF4 to EF5 tornado, but obviously a lot wider. It keeps it as a Category 5 hurricane as it brings it north of the Leeward Islands. There's Puerto Rico. Fortunately, it looks like it'll stay far enough to the north that it really won't have much of an effect, although surf is probably going to be the big thing there. And still a Category 4, borderline Category 5 hurricane into Monday and Tuesday of next week. The U.S. mainland is still way off here. Right now, we'll have to see where it goes, but the forecast from the computer models brings it farther to the north and keeps it off the U.S. coast. But a lot of times when these storms get very big and large, they create their own weather environment, and they tend to move farther before they start to get influenced by the larger weather scale things that eventually will steer a hurricane. Planning your night across Dane County, look for variably cloudy skies, low 55 Madison, 55 Fitchburg, 58 degrees in Belleville. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, down to 52 in Camp Douglas, 56 in Lone Rock, and 58 for the low in Janesville. For tomorrow, look for skies to be partly sunny. It'll be cool, high temperature at 71 degrees. We should be in the middle 70s this time of year. First warn 7 to 10 day forecast, mid 70s for the weekend. Can't rule out an isolated shower in the afternoon on Sunday. Of course, the Ironman going on. I don't think that will affect things too much. Better chances for showers will be Sunday night into Monday. Notice temperatures cool off for the first part of next week and then warm up as we head toward the second part of the week. And again, it gets dry. So this is about the only rain chance that we have over the next 10 days. As we check out first warn traffic on a Thursday afternoon, right now we're seeing some delays on the eastbound belt line from just east of Park Street over toward Monona Drive, a little bit of a slowdown towards Stoughton Road, and the construction zones on US 18-151 toward Verona, slowing down traffic there. A little bit elevated travel time on the eastbound belt line compared to the westbound belt line. Coming in from Sun Prairie to downtown will take you 18 minutes today. Heading from the belt line to Janesville on I-3990 is a 23-minute trip. US 12 Middleton to Sauk City is 16 minutes, and heading back outbound from downtown to Sun Prairie is an 18-minute trip. That's your news for now. First warn traffic.
Gary, thank you. For millions of diehard football fans, tonight's kickoff of the NFL season, well, it's practically a national holiday. Defending Super Bowl champs, the Kansas City Chiefs, are back in action at home against the Detroit Lions. Many sports pundits still have the Chiefs as the team to beat.
Well, they've been here before. They have the experience. They've won a Super Bowl. They understand what it takes. You have Andy Reid, a future Hall of Fame coach. You have Patrick Mahomes as your quarterback.
And all 32 NFL teams have the same goal, of course, make it to Vegas for Super Bowl 58, set for February 11th. That's the game you can watch right here on CBS. Still to come, a look at a trend among hybrid and remote workers willing to pack it all up and move their lives for cheaper places to live. The story next at 5.
First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
It was just swift, and they cleaned up pretty good after themselves, so no complaints.
With more than 50,000 satisfied customers, Mad City Baths is your trusted source for durable, high-quality baths and showers, infused with Microban antimicrobial protection for easy cleaning, expertly installed in as little as 1 day. And now 30 homeowners will receive these special savings. Free installation of a new bath or shower, 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 24 months. Senior military discounts. Plus, if you call Mad City Baths now during this program, you'll receive a free $50 Walmart gift card with your in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call with zip code and location to qualify, 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something on the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says This one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes in as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more." And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
This Labor Day is the best time to try Plexiderm at our starter price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Would you relocate to find a cheaper home or apartment? According to a new study, more remote and hybrid workers are willing to pack up and move to a new area or increase their commute distance. In today's Consumer Watch, Jen Sullivan has a closer look at this growing trend.
More U.S. workers are willing to relocate and say affordability is the most important factor when searching for a new home. According to a Fannie Mae study, 22% of remote and hybrid office workers surveyed in the first quarter of this year say they're willing to pack up, even if it means moving to a new metro or regional area or increasing their commute to the office.
Why wouldn't you move here? The cost of living is low. We've got great lakes and waters. You know, we have beautiful seasons. The falls are incredible. Good sports teams.
Fannie Mae's researchers say it's a trend that's been on the rise since 2021 among all age and income groups. But they say young workers between the ages of 18 to 34 are significantly more willing to relocate or commute a further distance from work than their older coworkers. With 30% of young workers saying they're willing to move further away. That's up significantly from 18% back in 2021.
If they have really good high-speed internet, they're getting a flood of people coming in.
It's a trend that's been playing out in the Lansing, Michigan area, with rent and home prices and mortgages at historic levels nationwide. The mayor of Lansing says some rural spots have noticed a surge in new residents and demand for new housing and restaurants.
They're coming from all over the place. They're coming from the suburbs back into the city. They're coming from outside because of affordability.
For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
And we're back with a final check of your First Warn forecast after a short break.
Improve your well-being and comfort with a new walk-in tub or shower from Mad City Baths. It's the safe, smart solution for bathing that more homeowners are turning to. With convenient shelves, grab bars, and a beautiful shower door infused with microban for easy cleaning. And with our price lock guarantee, we'll guarantee your price for 1 year, and now 30 homeowners who need a new bath or shower will receive these special savings. Free installation of a new bath or shower, 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 24 months. Senior military discounts, plus call Mad City Baths now. Last chance to call during this program and receive a free $50 Walmart gift card with your in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call with zip code and location to qualify, 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Elevate your savings at the Century House. Right now, buy stressless recliners, sofas, and office chairs and earn up to $1,500 credit toward the purchase of additional stressless furniture. Or receive $400 off the purchase of any stressless signature base or cross-base recliner and ottoman. Don't wait. Shop the Century House. 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
This is Matt Gunderson. We recently celebrated the life of Margaret, who never let a cookie jar run empty. Her service was cookie-themed, with everyone enjoying her tasty treats. Allow us to personalize every detail of a life well lived.
To everyone who's hungry for something special,
Culver's is the place for us. Hi, what can I make fresh for you today? It's nice being greeted by people who are glad to see you. And I appreciate that they use real ingredients, like fresh beef and Wisconsin cheese. The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was made just for us. It's our pleasure. Just spending time with family, that's what mealtime at Culver's is all about.
From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious!
Here's your parachute.
Packed it myself.
Certain it's okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters, like the certainty of congratulating coworkers or saying thank you for being a customer with promotional products from 4imprint. Our expert team is dedicated to making your satisfaction a certainty.
Packed it myself.
Land the perfect products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Non-drowsy Claritin knocks out symptoms from over 200 allergens without knocking you out. Feel the clarity and make today the most wonderful time of the year. Live Claritin Clear.
We've got a lot of news coming up. Trapped and dangerously sick. The international rescue operation tonight for the Americans stuck more than 3,000 feet inside a Turkish cave. That and more news tonight on the CBS Evening News.
And coming up in just 30 minutes, how recent droughts could impact Wisconsin's pumpkin harvest this fall. That story and much more next hour on News 3 Now at 6. And Gary rejoins us once again with a final check of the forecast.
Could use the rain. Got the clouds out there, but no rain falling from overcast here in Madison. Platteville, Queen Bee Radio Skycam. A little bit of sun on the far western horizon. It's sunny just on the other side of the Mississippi River. High resolution radar though, underneath those clouds, not a drop of rain around here. Current temperatures 66 Madison, 68 degrees in Janesville. Most areas seeing temperatures in the low to mid 60s. Here in Dane County, 65 in Deerfield, 66 McFarland, 66 in Stoughton, and 67 in Edgerton. Look for skies to be generally cloudy this evening, maybe a few breaks in the clouds from time to time. Temperatures dropping into the lower 60s, but looks like we'll stay dry through most of the weekend. Those temperatures will warm up a bit as we head into the next couple of days.
You just can't get the rain to fall, even when it cools off like this.
And even when you have the clouds, you go figure.
Gary, thank you. Thanks for joining us. We're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. CBS Evening News is next.